Want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. That's Nene Marie 3. Yo! It's your boy Trench News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to the Real Mod Squad, man. If you ain't following my mods, make sure you follow their ats at the end of the video. They all got dope content. Remember, if you got anything extra, food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, I said extra, man. We all one step away from being homeless. Happy Friday to everybody. I need y'all to smash the like button. This is the most dangerous part of the weekend, man. So make sure you know where your kids at. Everybody know where your kids at. Be responsible. Make sure you're safe this weekend. Be alert from the hijackers. Look out your window before you go outside. Check and see if the bush move first before you go outside. A lot of things could be prevented. You got to look for red flags, man, to avoid shit. But with that being said, I'm doing What Happened To, man. Y'all already know I got the series of What Happened To. And the most requested, man, before I stopped it, was OJ and Dante. OJ from, Dale Mob represent him, Ja Rule represent him, Butter always say him. I think that's Butter cousin. Or Butter say that's his cousin. And, he been on 51st Street. This was a sad story, terrible story, man. I remember that when this happened, it was all over Chicago when it happened, man. Before it happened, before they even got killed, OJ and them got killed. But before I start the story, man, what happened to OJ and Dante, I need y'all to smash the like button. If you got Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you got, send it to the platform, man, so this video could get around, man. What happened to OJ? What happened to Dante, man? OJ and Dante was from the area, the Bronzeville, that's still Bronzeville area, of in between 47 and 51st, where they used to be at. They hung together, they went to school, and they was buddies. They would end up robbing somebody, you know what I'm talking about, robbing somebody for a chain, some money, and a watch. They robbed the wrong person. This was going around the street in 2010, man. Before they even got killed, that anybody see them, it was like a lost on the milk carton. If you find them, you get a reward. And it was going around the whole city damn near. The person who they robbed, like, they ain't fucking around, bro. They gonna get them, and then they came up missing. Now, before I read I'm just telling you the story of what I know of the story back then. I'm gonna read y'all the story. The story is, it's Tad, man, 2 teens that was killed and left on the railroad tracks, man, asshole naked, man. Y'all smash that like button, man. We're gonna get into the story about OJ and Dante. 2 Chicago teens found naked and shot to death on the train tracks. This is June 24th, 2010. This story was published. Chicago police say 2 teenagers who were found naked and shot to death near some railroad tracks on the city's south side were kidnapped several miles away and possibly thrown into a trunk or a car. Detectives said Tuesday that they had learned that 17-year-old Dante Coleman and 17-year-old Ibitoy Olenke were kidnapped late Sunday night from near East 51st Street and Prairie, and one of them was kidnapped from 48th in Indiana. The 2 teenagers were found lying face down Monday morning near some railroad tracks in Princeton Park neighborhood on the city's far south side. Officer VJ Zayla, a Chicago Police News Affair, said both teens were shot multiple times in the head and in the back. Now, when they came up missing, like I said before, this is a sad story, bro. They had robbed somebody, and they robbed the person who they thought that, this was just a sweet lick. I don't know how they lured this guy in, but I know they got lured in by their homies and by hypes and, by people around the neighborhood who seen them and called that number. You know what I'm saying? Because dude was around. He was riding on blocks that know him and was like, man, bro, this what happened. 2 shorties robbed me, bro. They from over here. If y'all see them, y'all get a reward. He ended up catching them. They came up missing. Next thing you know, on the news, it was a broadcast on ABC 7 News, Channel 9, all that shit, that 2 teens was found butt naked on the railroad tracks. They had the scene blocked off. They had the whole railroad tracks, 95th, all that shit taped off behind Princeton Park. They had all of it taped off, and They well, on the side of Princeton Park. It's like on the side of it. But yeah, it was vicious, man. They had gunshot wounds. They stripped them naked. They beat them. They tortured them before they was dropped off and all that, man. It was a sad story, bro. And the whole thing was, it wasn't even worth it, man. It wasn't even worth it. You know, I talked to family members of OJ, say he was smart. He could have been he like a TB, a A student, you know. But just around his environment, when you got, you know, I'm talking about other environment, when you got to deal with your environment and not, you know, able to be a kid and just go to school and doing that, you got to join because peer pressure. It's not because of your parents and none of that. It's because peer pressure in the street. You walking home, you could be an A student, and then the gang members be like, "Hey, bro, what you is, bro? We be seeing you walking." And then to avoid from you, you know what I'm talking about, getting fucked with every day, you decide to, all right, I'm going to hang with them. I ain't going to let my parents and them know, but I'm going to hang with them, you know what I'm talking about, just so they won't mess with me. And that's what a lot of kids join the gang too. You know, you got to see the signs and symbol. That chain, that watch, that whatever, everything else that they got, man, it didn't add up to two kids losing their life. It didn't add up to two kids losing their life, man. And that's what happened to OJ, and that's what happened to Dante, man. They hit a lick, and they was around flexing it. They was around flexing it, and YouTube, Facebook was up. Facebook was up in effect around that time, and they was showing the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Showing the little jewelry, the chain. They saying they hit a lick. Like, this was going on back then. People getting on there saying that they hit a lick, and they hit the wrong lick, man. This is the wrong lick. A sad story though. And you might hear a lot of people say OJ Rural, or, you know what I'm saying, you might see Ja Rule members saying it, younger Ja Rule members saying it. You might see like Bud and them. You might see Dale Mob. You might see some people from 051 51st saying OJ, who went to school with him, you know. But yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. To the youth out there, hey, look, man, just try to get it honorable, man. Don't try to rob nobody for it, you know, because you're going to look over your shoulder. You're going to be shot at. You're going to be tested. People waiting outside. Then now, if people can't catch you, instead of saying his mama ain't got nothing to do with it, his sister ain't got nothing to do with it, his cousin, people is shooting mamas for taking shit. You know what I'm saying? People is shooting cousins. People is shooting relatives now. They ain't looking for you. They ain't going to keep on looking for you. You know, they figure if they kill one of your family members, then they going to bring you out. You know what I'm talking about? And that's a sad situation, man. But yeah, both of these guys found on the railroad track. This was one of the saddest stories before the drill scene started, before all the dream sales started. I'm pretty sure if the drill scene started in 2010, OJ would have definitely been part of the drill scene because he was around through there. And then a lot of members, real members that's out there, they done went to school with him or anything of that nature. They represent OJ, man. They do, man. Yeah, it's a sad story. If y'all want to go and look it up, all you got to do is type in 2 teens killed in Chicago, found naked, shot to death on the railroad track, man. This is public record, bro. This is public record. And in the other stories, you may read that these guys, they was kidnapped right in front of their friends. Like, the guys pulled up in black trucks. And, you know what I'm talking about, they ain't snatched everybody who was with them. They just snatched a friend right in front of their friends. And that's how their mothers and family members was able to know that they just got kidnapped. Because they ran and said, man, they just got through in the car. They just got through in the truck by dude now. We don't know who did it, though. You know what I'm talking about? And that's scary in the street. When you do something to somebody, now these people, like, if you know, probably. People probably know in the streets, you know, who did that, who they robbed, and who got them. But then a lot of people might not know because people just rob anybody because they see them with a chain on. And then when a henchman come back, you know, it's like, if they just put a bag on you, you won't know them from a can of paint, man. It's just some killers after you now. But yeah, man, tell your kids, man, they minds they knives. Try to teach them financial literacy. Try to teach them everything, bro. Like trades. You might want to go to a trade. College is good, but college ain't for everybody. College, you can go to college and, you know, master some, go get your masters, associates, all that, but can't use it. You know what I'm talking about? And can't get no job, and you done went to school all this time. But you can get a trade, mechanics, carpentry, drywall, plumbing, construction, anything, bro. Any of them trades you can get. Truck driving, driving the trucks, any of that nature. You can be able to drive with a felon, and you can be your own boss. It sets you up to be your own boss, your own contractor, and everything, man. And if you got kids that's young and you got good credit, try to put them on your credit line. Try to put them on your bank, your bank line, so they can start building their credit and shit like that. We all gotta help each other out. That's the only way that this shit'll stop. But yeah, y'all tell your kids that. Let your kids see this story. Let them hear Trenches News, firsthand of a victim of the streets. You know what I'm talking about? Been shot myself. Been in the streets, seen that it wasn't nothing. Gangs ain't nothing. It's all fun and games until you go to jail or you die. And then that's when your family members start to see, like, bro, they weren't never for my son. Every parent see that. They weren't for him. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect your mama. Talk to your baby mama. You know what I'm talking about? Smack your sister. Shoot your little brother. Do all that shit while you gone, man. That's shit that you got to deal with when you're dealing with the streets, man. So tell your kids that, man, before they even go there. At least you can say that I told them. I told them so. But if you ain't doing nothing but not to tell them, then you failing your kids. But if you telling them and you studying, instilling it in them, and they ain't trying to hear it, then you can still say, shit, I did my job. I did my job by trying to tell them. But yeah, hey, that new Sosa, that's on OJ. That new Chief Keef came out, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and stream it. I ain't heard nothing bad so far. So far, so good. If you ask me what I get Chief Keef right now of what I heard from Keef, I'm going to tell you just off Trenches News, because I really don't like it. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give it a 7 out of a 10. I really don't like music, but I'm glad that Chief Keef had, you know what I'm talking about, came back and all that. But I ain't hear no diss in the songs that I heard so far. I ain't heard it. So if you ask me, I have heard some of the album, the mixtape album, whatever you want to call Almighty Sosa 2. I heard it, and it's okay. It's okay. So make sure y'all go and check that out. Make sure y'all going to have a happy weekend. I will be going live tonight. I will be going sometime live tonight. So make sure y'all there with your popcorn, drinks, weed, whatever you got. We're going to talk about everything that's been going on. NBA Youngboy to PGF Nook to everybody, man. Everything, that story that's been out there, we're going to talk about, man. Make sure y'all most definitely be safe, though. Protect your kids at all costs. The women, the civilians, man. Let's protect them, man. And if you a gang member, you ain't supposed to be on the internet. Because your silence is secrecy. And if you're gonna be on the internet, man, at least be telling these kids, man, that you ain't got shit out of it, and they ain't gonna get shit out of it either. So they better off going the right way, And that's my message. And to all the bloggers, bro, hey, look, your message just should be to trying to change your life. It don't matter who's saying it. Anybody could change somebody's life. Whether they don't want to be like you make them don't want to be like you, or you make them don't want to be like Trenches News. Either way, it's fine with me. Don't be like me, be better than me, man. I always say that, man. But tell your kids they minds they 9, man. And I will be live tonight. Shout out to the Mod Squad, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow my mods with the S at the end of the video. This is the OJ Dante What Happened To, man. Sad story, man. I will be starting back my What Happened To's, man. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. Make sure you go and get that book from Nene Marie 37 on IG. That's NeNeMarie 37 on Instagram, man. Go get you a signed copy of my book from Nene, man. And I will sign your copy, and I will leave a nice message in there for you if you want me to, man. Make sure y'all support me, man. Thanks to everybody who gave me the birthday wishes and all that. I definitely appreciate all y'all love support. From the bottom of my heart, me and my family, everything that you guys do to me, the subscribers, the moderators, the members, even the trolls, man. Shout out to y'all, man, because it's still being viewed. So with that being said, hey, Mod, stay motivated, keep pushing. You know what I'm talking about, to the top. The sky's the limit. And that's with the kids too, man. My 9 is my 9. This Trenches News, man. Shout out to all the real Mod Squad, man. Y'all keep pushing. My mods got dope content. And they do interviews, and they got and they got documentaries, man. So make sure y'all go and check out Beezy Baby, Queen Lotus, Made Media Magazine, ENC. They all got content, man. I'm out.